Hey, what is up guys? Psychic Friend Toy Freddy here. Today I'm going to be covering doodletones, of course, since this is the fourth episode of the Senate Files, and I want to stay true to my roadmap that I posted in my community posts a few days, weeks, or maybe a month ago. So, guys, brace yourself for the fourth episode of the Senate Files. People may be asking themselves, who is Doodletones? And what are their motives? How are they related to the Senate? And I'll give a quick rundown for the people watching this video right here. Doodletones is a YouTuber who started their channel on October 26th of 2011. They currently have 3.8 million views and 16.4 thousand subscribers as of the recording of this video. A commentary in 2015 because she thought it was fun, and then people criticized her because of her low quality content back then, and then after these whole situations she would go on to improve in order to receive more appeal from critics and other YouTubers the following years. She was also a member of a variety of groups, such as the group of pseudo-intellectuals, which she joined back in 2016. She also founded a commentary group known as the Cloud Palace, which is, a commentary group. And in 2017, she was also a member of Fairly Odd Grandmasters, which was just, I don't really know that much about the group, since, the whole Doodletone stuff is like an iceberg, really. Something like, I bet it would take someone like Wendigoon to cover the whole Doodletones controversy iceberg. She also has a few controversies under her belt, which I am gonna cover here. 3, 2, 1. For this part of the video, I used ChatGPT to summarize it, so there might be mistakes in this. If you want to point it out in the comment section below. So here is the audio.
The Mr. Medicare vs. Doodletones drama is a notable episode within the online commentary and critique community, particularly on YouTube. Here is a summary of the key points. 1. Background: Mr. Medicare, formerly known as the Internet Aristocrat, is a YouTuber known for his commentary in internet culture, controversies, and various online personalities. Doodletones is an animator and commentator within the YouTube community, focusing on critique and commentary videos. 2. Initial conflict. The drama began when Mr. Medicare made a video criticizing Doodletones' content and commentary style. He labeled her work as subpar, highlighting perceived flaws in her arguments and animation quality. 3. Response and escalation. Doodletones responded to Medicare's critique with a video defending her content and addressing his points. This response led to further exchanges between the two, with each making videos critiquing the other. The conflict gained attention from their respective fanbases, leading to a broader discussion and division among the online commentary community. 4. Community involvement. The drama drew reactions from various YouTubers and commentators, with some siding with Medicare and others with Doodletones. This involvement amplified the conflict, turning it into a significant event within the community. The discourse often centered around issues of critique ethics, content quality, and the dynamics of online harassment. 5. Resolution and aftermath. Over time, the direct conflict between Mr. Medicare and Doodletones subsided, as both moved into other content and topics. The drama left a lasting impact on the community, influencing how creators approach critiques and respond to online drama. Overall, the Mr. Medicare vs. Doodletones drama is remembered as a significant moment in YouTube's commentary community, reflecting broader themes of criticism, content creation, and inline interaction.
With that out of the way, we can move on to by far another part of this situation. If you know very well, Doodletones has a ton of involvement with the Senate and Lio Convoy. And I don't know when she joined the Senate, but like I feel like it was around 2021 or 2022. You guys can correct me in the comments since I don't really know that much about Doodle's history with IO. But he like he or she would defend the guy for his actions. Like his recent stuff and like his apology slash response to things. But like that's pretty short since like I'm just gonna keep this part short because like I don't really know that much about the history of Lio and Doodletones. So yeah. And now we're gonna move on to like what Doodle has been in hot waters for and the reason why they quit. The Fruitcake Club, also known as the SCK for short, which is basically a hug box. Like when it was first created in 2019, gosh, I was like 11 years old at that time. Like back in 2019. Doodle's like, it was created with the sole purpose of taking down a person known as Madame or Princess Ash. I can't seem to find their channel anymore, meaning they were most likely Madame deleted it or it got terminated because of YouTube. Anyways, I will. A lot of people were in that server, and I can name a few: Hopeless Peaches, Nezzy Monster, Pondus Rocket, and Doodles, of course. And this is going to be the main subject of the video, since this is obviously about her. I'll probably cover the FCK in a later installment of the Senate files, so be tuned for that. Back to the video. Like, the difference here is that, like, Doodle's involvement, like, it was more her being incompetent when it came to managing the FCK. Like, it's really a case of incompetence because, like, she allowed all of the horrible things to occur in that server. Like, it's the same with Peaches and a few others, but, like, Doodles is probably, like, very incompetent. And, like, she's not, like, directly involved with a lot of the stuff. Like, since she wasn't like Miss Zizi, like, yeah, she had a diver fetish and all, but like, she was just very incompetent, to be honest. And it's honestly her fault. Like I can blame her too. Like, it isn't solely Toasty Vanilla's fault, since like Doodles had some, because like pretty much everyone in the FCK is at fault. No questions asked. Like Toasty for creating the server, ZZ and the others for being directly involved with a lot of the degenerate stuff. Especially around minors, since there were a lot of minors in that server, like Teddy the Draws, Slimmers, and, of course, LS Mark, which is pretty surprising. And Hopeless Peaches and Doodles for basically not saying a word when this whole thing went down in around 2020 for almost like 2020 up until now, for which is pretty crazy how all of this has gone on for like a while and no one else has said a word other than a few people like Akumu, Stardust, and etc. Might have explained this pretty poorly, but like I don't really know this much about Doodletones. Go ahead to Queen Seraphina, Lio Convoy, or Hopeless Peaches, but anyways, here we go to the conclusion of this episode of the Senate Files. In conclusion, like, was expecting the Doodletone stuff to just be another case of degeneracy, but the fact this whole thing started almost 8 to 9 years ago honestly surprises me. Just like, how did all of this like all of Doodletones' dramas happen in the span of 8 years? I guess we'll never know. And To be honest, I feel like doodletones is not like good enough to cover all of these topics. And since she quit, I'll have this one message to Doodles slash Susie if she is watching this. So to Doodletones, you aren't really fit for this, and you need to stay away, considering you are not good enough to cover these situations and sensitive topics. So, anyways, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts and critiques down in the description. Don't harass anyone involved, and bye.